Dream, it's classic.
Classic it is.
Versus Terran, just beat a Terran in the Star League Finals.
His teammate, nonetheless, Dream. And, well, this is a big, big play right here. Putting him out. Vaani Research Station is the map. Maru's, I dare say, favorite matchup of all. Let's see if he can get the job done. He might be the only Protoss that has a chance of doing so.
Do you favor Maru versus Classic in this game?
Yes.
I do too.
100%.
I cannot even imagine in my mind, my brain cannot fathom, cannot create Maru losing to a Protoss right now after how well he's been playing.
Absolutely not. You know, he really is just on another level when it comes to this.
Like, this matchup is not PvP actually. It's Maru versus Protoss. It's an MVP,
yeah,
okay?
No one else plays like him. Literally, no one else can play this matchup the way Maru does.
No one can.
Can they actually mimic this kind of style in practice? I doubt it, because it is that intense. You know, constant attacks, pure bio against Mass Colossus, he gets the job done.
Now, multitasking required, the finesse, the knowledge, intense. It's so powerful what is required. It literally has given Maru wrist problems. It's a very, very, very difficult style to pull off that no one else in the world has ever even tried it. It's simply his own way of doing things. And when asked in interviews, Maru said no one can do it. He doesn't know why, but he thinks he's the only one.
And I tend to agree. We've seen every other Terran play their matchup, and it's certainly a lot different than what Maru does.
Maru just recently crushed Sora in the Star League Challenger.
Let's be real, he's crushed like every top Protoss player recently. Stat, Desk, Deer, Young Chick. He lost to Rain in GSL, but we can forgive that one.
Well, that was a while ago now,
That's
almost a month ago.
Yeah.
And everyone has off days. Also, I wouldn't really consider Rain to be like one of the best top Korean Pro League Protoss. I mean, yeah, he did win GSL, but GSL's bracket this season was pretty weak. Especially the top 8, bit of a stranger bracket. Well, the fan vote is ongoing, guys. Classic, will he be the one? He's looking at that wanted poster right now in his head, full of darts. Can he be the one to take the glory to defeat Maru? The all-kill of Maru must be stopped. To get all the rest of them, to get that all-kill, that's all that sign is about. We're going to jump into this game, guys. Vaani Research Station for this Protoss versus Maru. Down here in the bottom left, SKT's second player, a Star League champion. It's Classic.
And up here at the top, generic player, Maru, looking for that ult kill. Go Maru. A point.
I don't know what that means to you.
No idea.
It's definitely a good thing. I think.
Absolutely.
He's like, I hate Terran. I'm an SKT fan. Got like some choice words for you, Maru. Right. I'm going to put this sign up no one's going to understand. It's like expletive. So I just want to point out that Classic is really the only player to be a Star League and GSL champion. Sup, Jared? Jin Air fighting. Maru takes a 60-40 vote here.
Also, Classic's the only one to do it, beating his teammates, which is certainly a lesser level of honor than beating someone from another team.
Oh, for sure. And people actually really do need to understand that because beating your teammate is not as impressive as beating someone from another team just simply because you know this player, you should know this player insanely well.
Yeah.
Even though he knows you well also, it just, the two of you probably already know who's better when you walk into the booth.
Right, who's going to win most likely at that point. Like it certainly is far less exciting than one of these other sort of matches we have. Like if it was Dream versus Life, it's like all that we could ever dream for in like a Star League final. Even Classic versus Life, Classic versus Maru, you know, perfect matches. It's just about getting them together. SKT just has such a powerful lineup, which is why we do see it on occasion.
Saw that sign there, said like, your next Colossus, I believe is what that sign was saying, as if like Maru was going to grab it, take it out. Your next Colossus, he's coming for it.
He's going to right-click it with Marauders and do the job.
This guy votes here. Voted for innovation twice, and then Maru, 100% correct prediction rate for this guy. He's got a Grandmaster logo on his little avatar there.
Damn. Well, Reaper opening for Maru. Yeah. Start things off.
And this SCV is going to actually block this time. Ooh. And even commits to the eBay block despite being followed. It's going to force the Zealot to stay. I think that's something we're going to start seeing more and more often, because if you block even with a chunk of eBay, in less than a second, it has 141 hit points. That's actually pretty significant.
Yeah, he's going to straight up cancel
the Zealot.
Forces out that Zealot, cancels it, saves money. More money to make the Zealot than to make that Engineering Bane and cancel it. Reaper's staying at home, actually. Looks like it's going to stick around and intercept Probe, if there is one.
Really, really cool move there to do that eBay. Or just like a bit of information, just like a little fact for you guys. The Engineering Bay is the fastest building hit point per second structure that Terran has. It's also quite large, which is the reason why we saw Maru use it as a blocker. Or it wasn't Maru, it was Innovation used it as a blocker for those Hellions. No, it was Maru. Anyways,
yeah.
You know, in StarCraft 1, the Engineering Bay could fly, which because it built so fast and had so many hit points, we saw it being used as a spotter constantly. Obviously, it'd be way too strong in StarCraft 2 if you could spot for Marauders and things like that if it could fly. So
yeah, that would be pretty ridiculous.
Got a lot more stronger early game units in this game. Anyways, the third CC is on the way here.
I like this style, this opening for Maru this time around. Fast third CC with reactive Marines to defend against anything. Not finding too much with this Reaper.
Stargate is going to be the tech of choice here for Classic. Expected. He had great success with it versus Dream.
Maru is certainly going to have enough Marines for this as well. Starting that reactor early enough. He's already got 4 Marines out. By the time Oracle is across the map, if it is going to be Oracle, mind you, at this rate, we could very well see Phoenix.
Absolutely possible. He could also pool 2 Oracles before he goes in. I mean, that's unlikely, but possible. All right, Reaper gets denied again. Really good moves here by Classic so far. Maru likely, if he was able to scout that there was no Stargate, would want to move across the map and pressure with those Marines, but because he hasn't scouted, it's too risky. He's just going to keep them at his back door. Because it could even be a proxy Oracle that he hasn't seen, perhaps, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't know for sure what's actually happening, and it is going to be Phoenix, the unit of choice for Classic. I like it a lot, you know, especially against someone like Maru. Focuses a lot on the drops. Phoenix will shut that down very quickly.
Yeah. And you're not going to be able to use Medivacs to drop on top of Colossi pretty much at all if Phoenixes are out on the map like that.
Yeah, certainly if there's a lot of them. We'll see how much he actually commits to them as well. If he's going to sit around the 5-6 mark, or is he going to go a little bit higher, go into those very high numbers. And look at that. Reaper sees it all.
Going to trade 50 energy here to kill the Reaper. Zealot waits for him to get his vengeance. Doesn't happen. Zealot's so mad he even exists. He's like, oh, I should have been canceled.
Should have stayed at home.
Why'd they warp me in? I was not needed. They sent me to the natural. There was no eBay there. Then they do their research. I'm a long way from home. And you know how long it takes to get back to Ire? You can't just warp back.
No, he's got to come
here forever.
He's got to come back in a buddy bag, man. That's the only way he's getting home.
Oh, wow. No scout on the third CC. But, I mean, based on what all the other stuff he's seen, he could probably reasonably assume that it's there.
Well, Marines going to try and zone it out.
He will see it.
Yeah. Sees how greedy Maru's being, actually. A really nice sort of switch up in build orders.
I wonder how Classic's going to respond now. There's a few different things he could do. He can take his third immediately, which it looks like that's with that probe going down what he's going to do. He can alternatively rush Colossi and try to be aggressive. And there's a factory and the starport are so late. Something else he was able to scout with those Phoenixes. But he's just going to go for the faster third route. Will get his Colossi out a little bit slower. And realistically, I feel he could add a second forge. He's just going to stick with the one for now.
More harassment going down. Zealots actually get Warp Tome when they lose their HP, right? They don't actually die. I think that's
a question.
I think that's actually a thing. I forgot the lore about that. You'll get him eventually.
They might not be going back to the same home they knew, though. I guess, if they're dead. I don't know. It's like maybe their body goes back or their soul goes back.
Something like that. Then they become Dragoons, right?
Well, if they're put together, Dragoon is like old warriors' bodies fused with a machine.
I guess they're Stalkers now, or something.
Stalkers, I think, are like a similar version of a Dragoon that's from Shakuras.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They're like the DT's buddies.
All right.
2 observers are rallied and not split because he's so focused on this Phoenix control.
Ooh,
but he doesn't see the move coming across
Can you
the map.
imagine that scan on those 2 observers? That's like the money scan right there. Good scan here, though.
It's like finding 2 $20 bills under your couch or something. Like, whoa.
2 20s, man. That's like a big. And he actually saw the entire army plus the 3rd base. So Maru knows exactly what's going on. He actually stimmed early to get in here.
Yeah, he's just going to ignore the Nexus Cannon. Since he stimmed early, he should get this an escape easy peasy. Look at this tiny Protoss army.
Huge move there. Phoenix completely out of position as well. Everything out of position.
He just didn't see.
He didn't see at all, and that is such a big advantage for Maru.
Down goes another Marauder in the main base. They kill a few more of these spawning units with all the energy he has, but it's never going to make up for losing the Nexus. Never.
No, never, ever.
He's going to have to do something else. That's 400 minerals gone and so much lost mine time. Think about it, like every second that he doesn't have a 3rd base is lost mine time.
Pretty much at this point.
Because Maru has a 3rd.
And this just means Maru's going to snowball hard. He's got to be careful of these Phoenix when he rallies his army, but he's in a great place right now, and I'm sure he's going to be looking for the next cancel.
This is like innovation's dream. The tempo, everything is set to have a big pull the boys push. He's going to let the medevac tank it so that the turret does damage here.
Oh, can he out-repair? He actually can.
Yeah, just barely.
Wow.
Barely.
Doesn't lose a
waiting
Phoenix.
with his bio to try to finish that one off. Only 2 Marines.
Ooh. Now, this is a big bio force. If he gets a good concave here, he could actually take it again, I think.
Damages that medevac significantly,
oh,
but
man.
You know,
These Phoenix.
They're doing a lot of damage. But
Crazy.
will he be able to stop the ground army that's marching towards the 3rd? That's the bigger issue here.
Hard to say. There's currently 2 Colossus out. Got about 9 Zealots, 6 Stalkers. If he spans out enough, though, he's got so many Marauders with this army.
Here we go.
3rd Colossus out now, too. He's going to go for it.
Going for it, targeting it down. 1 by 1. The first one is so low it falls here.
Oh, not enough.
Not enough, though. And he committed so hard. And now the Phoenixes will be able to prevent the medevacs from retreating.
Oh, very smiley from Maru. They're targeting down a couple of the Phoenixes. And this is a big problem with fighting this composition. If you lose the fight head-on, Phoenixes are going to be there to clean up.
They're going to be able to pick up every single Marauder that lags behind. And 1 Marauder does get taken out there with a few well-placed force fields. Maru's still in a decent position in this game. He's up 12 Harvesters. And you never, ever, ever, as a Pross, would want a Terran to be ahead in Harvesters. And that's including all the SCVs he lost to Phoenix Harass. It's because for all this time, he's been making SCVs off of 3 CCs. He had an early 3rd CC so early on in the game, and Classic didn't have a 3rd Nexus. Not only does that mean he's lacking in probe production, but he's lacking in Chrono Boost. That 3rd Nexus is so important for adding extra Chrono Boost to get your upgrades out, to get your Colossi out at the same time as Blink. I mean, all these things add up. Losing that 3rd Nexus was so critical in this game because Maru rushed out a 3rd base. You're never supposed to take an economic risk and then also do an incredible amount of damage to your opponent at the same time.
Yeah, he really got the best of both worlds there. Finding that aggression early on. And it's kind of uncharacteristic aggression from Maru as well. He's playing the map more than anything else at this point. And I like this composition we are seeing from Maru now. He's got 3 mines to help out against these Phoenixes as well. Actually lifting them.
Yep, but here we go. He's going to engage right on top of those Colossi. Great pullback there by Classic and an excellent time warp to follow. The blink is true here on these medevacs, and now chasing him away. 2 medevacs coming into the natural. He will have to respond to this, but there are 2 photon cannons.
Yeah,
that's going to help out.
And Maru running for his life once again. Not finding enough, but there's drop in the back.
Little Mine is down. Oh, well done. 5 kills.
Not bad at all. Create a little bit more havoc there, getting rid of the last cannon. We start working on some more probes.
Oh, wow. You didn't see that. That was an SOS mistake right there.
Yeah, that was straight up. Just only 2 mines there. One actually
still
didn't trigger.
active.
Yeah, looking for the next one.
That unstable payload, man, is ready to make those units even more unstable it runs into.
That's right.
It's so low health, actually.
Maru moving across with another big batch of bio.
Notice he actually gets a Drilling Claws upgrade.
I like that a lot.
He's going to be using these more like head-on in his composition. Again, playing the map quite a bit. Knowing that he's Classic a bit on the back foot, he's eliminated so many of his gateway units.
I think he must know as well. It's like, well, you are just making the pure like gateway Colossus sort of composition, so I can make good use of mines, deal with these heavy amounts of zealots.
Oh, there we go. No
Not
shields.
Too much. Not too much.
Shields are gone.
Shields are gone.
If he gets time, he'll be all right to replenish that. But Maru doesn't really want to give him too much time.
Drop in the back by the looks of things.
Oh! He actually gets it off.
Oh,
These Marus are out of position, but he's going on top of the Colossi, and they will get targeted down two already.
No.
And this might actually just be too much damage here.
This is way too much.
To out-heal the DPS of those Stalkers, cannons go down here.
He's going for the Nexus. He's
Goes
going to get
Nexus,
it.
and
He's going to get out.
He should be able to escape with all these medevacs. That's why Classic targets him down here. It's going to cost him his Nexus. He's actually just going to continue to fight until the Zealots show, and then lift up and get away.
He traded with nearly every single Stalker there. Only 4 remain. And he saved half his medevacs, half his army. Look at the supply lead.
I want Maru's logo to just be a Viking with a no sign out, like the no smoking sign, but a no Viking sign. He's just not going to make him in this matchup. He's not going to use them. He has just decided that medevacs are the way to go.
And look at this army. Look at this pitiful army we do see from Classic at this point. 3 Colossus, 4 Stalkers. Maru can drop on top of that any day of the week if he wants to.
He's just got already the concave. Here comes the drops. Bombs are Marauders in this game, and they get dropped.
Oh, we don't mind with Drilling Claws doing a lot of work as well to the Colossus.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Demolished!
Completely.
This game is over. Maru has his 2nd win on the board now. The 3rd Nexus likely to fall here shortly. A scan will eliminate the last of these observers. Those 2 observer buddies finally die.
Yeah, the Winter Mine actually hit 2 of them.
Another observer coming in. He's not even paying attention to it. GG. Maru on his way perhaps to another all-kill. Starts to look possible.
I think he might be right there, Wolf. He just defeated SKT's best player, Classic, the previous Season 2 Star League champion. Demolished him. The big kind of bet going for it on Vaani Research. I questioned it, and rightly so. And now, 2 players left. I think one has to be Dream. I think the other is going to be a Zerg player.
This, God, man, the momentum is so intense here for Gen Air right now. I'm so deep in thought right now. What is the best choice? I thought Classic was the best choice. Myself personally, I would have agreed with the coach's decision on using Classic here. But now, Dream is he the one? Is it time?
Is it time?
Revenge attempt?
I think it might actually be a Zerg, considering it is Cactus Valley, the next one. I think Dream can wait. The map after this one, it is going to be Echo. So I wonder, do they send out Dark? Do they send out Sue? Which player is sort of better equipped to deal with someone like Maru? Do they have confidence in that?
I say, my personal feeling is on the matter, I would like to see Dark before we see Sue today. I think his style is really good for a big map like this. Might even be able to use his Corruptor style. You know, definitely something to think about. Maru just cannot be left unchecked. Every player they choose has to be insanely calculated for the map.
Yeah. Well, I think Classic was certainly the guy designed to take on Maru, considering they did send him out the way they did. And after that, you know, Cactus Valley is another shot. It is another chance, specifically as a Zerg player, to deal with him as well.
We're going to take a 10-minute break, though, it sounds like, guys, before we have that player reveal. So stay tuned. Tell your friends to get in here and watch this. We'll be back after just a few.